The ladybug is an iconic symbol, and today I'm going to show you how to turn it into something a little bit sweeter. These adorable ladybug sprinkles are actually little icing transfers, and I'm going to show you how to make them. We're going to start with a clipboard, and I actually like to use the smaller 5x7. I use mylar or acetate. It's food safe and you can cut it to whatever size you need. It's also reusable. You can use cellophane treat bags or parchment paper always works, but I'll link all of the things that I'm using in this video down below. A small fan is going to be a huge time saver. These little pillow boxes, I love these for sprinkles, but really any container that you have around will work. We're going to be using edible markers in both white and black, and the style of tip doesn't make a whole lot of difference for this, whatever you have on hand. I'm going to use red and black royal icing. I'm just using some I had left over, but if you are making your icing, the most important thing to know is the consistency. It's not going to be as flat as your normal flood. We want it to be detailed enough to hold that peak, so a little bit thicker, probably an 18 to a 22 second icing. If you're struggling with consistency, go ahead and check out my website. There's a blog post and a free downloadable guide you can get there. If your consistency's right, when you put down these beads of icing, they're going to hold their shape, and that's exactly what we want. A ladybug has that nice rounded body. We don't want flat ladybugs. Go ahead and fill up the entire sheet with your little dots. I like to do it in rows, and then you'll go back with your black and just put a smaller dot somewhere next to it. That's going to represent the ladybug's head. And really it's just time-consuming process. I like to go a couple rows at a time. This method is if we're going to draw the dots on with pens, so once you have that, you can put it in front of a fan and let your ladybugs dry. Make sure they're completely dry before you move on. For the second technique, we're going to put a little black icing in a cap or off to the side, and then we're going to fill up our little row of ladybug bodies. But once we have all of our ladybug bodies down, we're not going to move on and put the heads on. What we're going to do is called wet on wet. This is probably the smallest wet on wet icing transfer you've ever seen, but you're going to take a toothpick or a scribe and just dip it into that black icing, and then you're going to go around and put your little dots on your ladybug's bodies. We want to do this as soon as possible because if the icing starts to dry, it's not going to settle evenly. We want our black to be even with the red, not raised. After you've got that and moving quickly, you can go back and put the heads on the ladybugs, and leaving that little bit of a gap of time is also going to create a little bit of a section so your head doesn't melt directly into your body. So this one's time consuming as well, but it leaves very nice rounded, just perfect little dots compared to using the pen. I'll show you how to do that as well. So once your ladybugs have completely dried, this might even be the next day, you're going to go back in with your edible marker and just make dots. I find it looks best with maybe 4 to 5 dots on each. Now, if you've ever seen a ladybug, you'll notice that they have these white dots on the sides of their head. So we're going to do that as well. We're going to take our edible marker, and if you don't have a white edible marker, you can use white gel food coloring. Take that scribe or toothpick and just dip it in and put your little white dots. But these are what's really going to make this pop. This is what makes these ladybugs look adorable. That white dot, for some reason, as soon as you put it on there, your eye just immediately recognizes this as that iconic ladybug. So go in, again, time consuming. You've got to go in and put dots on each one of those ladybugs. Make a mistake, or maybe you don't have the steadiest hands, that's me, you can always just wipe that away or pick it off of the acetate, mylar, parchment, whatever it is you're using. But when you're done, what makes these so cute, I think, is the variations, the imperfections, different sizes, the distribution of the dots, but they're unmistakably ladybugs. There's no doubt about that. So this last step is probably the most satisfying of the whole thing, and the reason I keep coming back and making these. For some reason, taking them off of the mylar to me is just so oddly satisfying, and I love the feeling, because they are so tiny, of having an entire bowl full or an entire container full. Any container will work. I like the pillow boxes because of how they look, but you can put it in anything and it's gonna last. I've used these up to a year. My kids love these on anything, you name it, they want it. It's on pancakes, ice cream. They've asked me to put ladybugs on their bananas before, and if it gets them to eat, then I'm happy with that. Let me know which way you prefer, whether you like using the markers or you like doing the wet on wet dotting. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. If it's not working out, if something's going wrong, most of the time the answer from me is going to be that your icing is too thin, so add a little powdered sugar and give it another go. As always, I hope this has inspired you, and thank you for sticking around. See you next time.